Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Mind Map. Today's topic of discussion is inclusive growth. First of all, we will discuss about the introduction of the topic, then we will discuss about its challenges, measurement indices, measures taken by India, and lastly, way forward. First of all, moving on to the introduction of the topic. Definition. Inclusive growth refers to a development paradigm that seeks to ensure broad-based participation in and benefits from economic growth, particularly among marginalized and vulnerable populations. It emphasizes not only the expansion of economic opportunities but also the reduction of disparities in income, wealth, and access to essential services. Significance. Inclusive growth is crucial for fostering social cohesion and stability by reducing inequalities and addressing socio-economic disparities. It promotes sustainable development by ensuring that economic progress is environmentally sustainable and socially equitable. By enhancing access to education, healthcare, and financial services, inclusive growth empowers individuals and communities to improve their quality of life and contribute to economic productivity and innovation. Now moving on to challenges. Poverty, unemployment, and income inequalities persist as significant barriers through inclusive growth, particularly in developing countries like India. Social exclusion, discrimination, and lack of access to basic services such as education, healthcare, and clean water disproportionately affect marginalized communities. Inadequate infrastructure, including transportation, energy, and digital connectivity, hinders economic development and exacerbates regional disparities. Emerging challenges such as climate change, technological disruption, and geopolitical uncertainties pose additional obstacles to inclusive growth. Gender inequality remains a pervasive challenge, limiting women's access to education, employment, and decision-making roles, thus perpetuating cycles of poverty and marginalization. Weak governance structures, corruption, and lack of transparency impede effective implementation of policies and programs aimed at promoting inclusive growth. Now let's discuss about measurement indices. Overview of indices. In addition to traditional economic indicators like GDP growth, several indices measure various dimensions of inclusive growth. The Human Development Index, that is HDI, assesses overall well-being based on health, education, and income indicators. The Gender Inequality Index measures gender disparities in reproductive health, empowerment, and economic participation. The Sustainable Development Goals provide a comprehensive framework for addressing social, economic, and environmental challenges. Other indices, such as the Multidimensional Poverty Index and the Wellbeing Economy Alliance, offer alternative perspectives on inclusive growth. Now let's discuss about role of indices. These indices serve as valuable tools for policymakers, researchers, and practitioners to track progress, identify gaps, and prioritize interventions. By capturing multidimensional aspects of development, they provide a more nuanced understanding of the challenges and opportunities for inclusive growth. They facilitate cross-country comparisons and help monitor the effectiveness of policies and programs in promoting inclusive development. Now moving on to measures taken by India. Government initiatives. The Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, that is MNREGA, guarantees the right to work and provides livelihood security for rural households. Ayushman Bharat aims to provide universal health coverage and strengthen primary health care infrastructure. Skill India Mission focuses on enhancing the employability of youth through skill development and vocational training programs. And Swachh Bharat Abhiyan aims to achieve universal sanitation coverage and eliminate open defecation. Innovative policies. The Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana aims to promote financial inclusion by providing access to banking services for all households. The National Clean Air Programme addresses air pollution by promoting cleaner technologies and sustainable practices. Startup India and Stand Up India initiatives foster entrepreneurship and innovation by providing support to startups and small businesses. Digital India initiative aims to digitally empower citizens and improve access to digital services and infrastructure. Private sector engagement. Corporate social responsibility initiatives by private companies contribute to social and environmental causes, including education, healthcare, and environmental conservation. Public-private partnerships leverage the resources and expertise of both sectors to address complex socio-economic challenges and promote inclusive growth. Now, lastly, moving on to conclusion. Inclusive growth is not just an economic imperative, but a moral imperative that requires concreted efforts from all stakeholders. It is essential for building resilient, equitable, and sustainable societies that leave no one behind. Governments, businesses, civil society organizations, and international partners must collaborate to address the root causes of inequality and promote inclusive growth. Policy reforms, institutional innovations, and targeted investments are needed to create an enabling environment for inclusive development. Now it's time for the practice questions. First of all, prelims-based question. Which of the following is not a key objective of inclusive growth? Reducing income disparities, fostering social cohesion, maximizing corporate profits, or promoting sustainable development. And now mains practice question. Sustained and inclusive economic growth is a prerequisite for sustainable development. Comment. So that's all for today. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching. For more informative content, like, share and subscribe. And do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.